2021 version by director Denis Villeneuve. Yeah, something French like that. Fucking French, man. They fuck me up all the time. Fuck you, French. Nah, you're alright. Kinda. Anyway, this one's pretty cool. Or, actually, in this case, hot. Because of the, whole desert planet kind of thing. Just be prepared for a longer journey here, in that this is only half the fucking story. A bit more style over substance, but still a decent delvings into what is pretty dense book by Frank Herbert from 1965. Dense in that you ain't just breezing through it like an Archie comic. There's some shit here that needs to sink in a little bit more than burgers and boobs. The planet of Arrakis. Not much of a planet with all the sand and the rocks and 150-degree heat and giant fucking sandworms that eat your ass if you go up on their turf, which is, like, pretty much everywhere. Unhospitable, we will say. But the fucking thing is a goldmine of spice, a rare substance that helps intergalactic travel by allowing the pilots to trip balls so they can slide through space. I don't know, I forget the details, but that seems close enough, and quite frankly, it's kind of glossed over pretty quick. Whoever runs the planet basically runs the civilized space government. But this ain't no Star Trek kind of Peace of Federations kind of stuff. It's still all politics and the backstabbings and war. So Arrakis is kind of the focal point of space family fuckeries. Is the main character kind of a chump? Yeah, but I have a feeling he'll grow into the role. Well, you do still get a decent look at the political, social, and fighty mechanizations of these worlds, completely, absolutely, totally removed from anything our current society might even potentially exhibit. This definitely plays up the drama and the cool shots a bit more than I think I got from the book. But even with that, the book, one of the world's best-selling science fiction novels ever, it's a surprisingly good read from what I remember. And there's plenty more books that followed, with a lot more space politics and stabbies and killings and space worms. I think I gave up after the third one, though. This interpretation isn't bad, and has a lot of cool and evil visuals where necessitated. Great scene. How to land a wingless dragonfly with style. Media notes. Part 1 here, obviously. Part 2 is yet unwatched. On the strength of this, I guess they made a new series of it too. Bit of a prequel, if you consider 10,000 years before this story a prequel. Technically, yeah. That one looks a bit space witchy to me, though. Maybe even more space witchy than that Star Wars one that just came out that nobody liked. Sad. People apparently don't like all them space witches. Dune 3, or whatever the fuck they'll call it, taking on the next book of the series, Dune Messiah, is in development, apparently, after the strength of the second one. I don't know why. David Lynch did his interpretation of the book back in 1984, which had its surreal prose, Jean-Luc Picard, and some effects and pacing cons. I would like to think the projected version by Alejandro El Topo Jodorowsky would have been an even more surreal and worse effect kind of movie. But hey, that dude's like 95 now though, so I don't think we'll ever see that version. Plus there's a sci-fi miniseries from like 2000 also. I may watch that at some point. But if you want a slightly longer and much more melodic summary, than this drunken movie review is, listen to some early Iron Maiden. So for story, I'll give it 4 beers. Space opera without the singing, but the score and the many visions can get a bit cloying. Look, 6 beers. Very cool visualizations of old cultures with advanced tech. So overall, it's cool sci-fi that's a little bit dramatized, and I don't know. I literally just finished watching the second one, and I don't think it got better with that. I'll just leave it at that. It looks cool. Check it. Yeah. All right. Cheers. Fucking Archie. Burgers and boobs. Yeah, that's pretty much.